Hello, my name is Gill Phillips and I'm the creator of Whose Shoes, a popular approach to co-production and public engagement. It's a real pleasure to be asked by the Patient Safety Learning team to talk a bit about myself and what brought me to develop Whose Shoes, and indeed to tell you more about Whose Shoes itself. It's hard to believe that it's almost 12 years now since I jumped ship and set up my own company. I'd worked for 30 years in the public sector and had a good job. So what made me do it? I think there are several strands to my story and how it has shaped what I do today. Working as I did in those days within performance management and quality improvement in social care, I became truly passionate about something: person-centred care. Designing services around the person rather than the person just being expected to fit into the system. People having choice and control over their own lives. People being treated as individuals with hopes and aspirations. Seeing everyone as having something to contribute. Reciprocity rather than just people in need of a service. And once you become passionate, you need to do something about it. I had not long returned to work after a long absence for cancer. Surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, the works. As so many people say, a life-threatening experience changes your perspective. I had become impatient, keener to make every day count and to make a difference, and more frustrated with any expectation to tick boxes and polish plans, and I'd never been very good at that anyway. My return to work was interesting. As I became more passionate, I felt more closed down by my organisation. I've written about some of these experiences, but I think the important thing here is that sadly this is the pattern that I see over and over in the work that I do now. If you just go to work and do a job, and even do that job really well, you survive and hopefully make progress. But if you put your head above the parapet because you really care and cannot keep quiet, if you see areas that could be improved, you risk alienating people with positional power, or indeed colleagues who might become jealous or resentful. On the positive side, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time and when something exciting's happening. And this is what happened to me. Our local authority where I worked was genuinely leading the way with the personalisation agenda. So many other local authorities wanted to learn from us, and we ran a national conference. I was asked to run a workshop giving an overview of what we were doing. I wanted to make it creative and memorable. I invented a board game, and I was amazed at how people responded to it. The room was full of really senior people who'd driven from all over the country, and it made me laugh as I watched men in suits argue about whether they got an extra turn if they threw a 6. The game went on to win a National Communications Award. I realised I was onto something. I'd put this game together in a few weeks alongside my day job, but what if I did something more in-depth, more researched? If I'd been happier at work, as I had been mainly over the years, this idea would probably never have come to fruition. But circumstances aligned. My family were growing up. I've got 3 adult children, and I was being undermined at work and not appreciated. Sometimes being pushed outside your comfort zone does you a very big favour indeed. More anon in my second interview.